Sometimes those shots that come from the opposite side strafe an eye and open a cut or break a rib when they come from the opposite side. It must have felt like an elbow to Cloud.
But it's clear that it was a punch.
It was a clean shot.
CompuBox count of power punches in that round found Hopkins landing 18 of 29. That's 62% of his power punches in the round. He had a terrific round. He has cut Cloud's eye. Harold, how do you have it so far?
Okay, Jim, I got it 4 rounds to 2. 58. 56, Bernard Hopkins. You know, that call by Earl Brown means an awful lot, because if Tavoris Cloud gets stopped on that bad eye, you go to the scorecards. It's not a TKO. So, you know, it's an awfully big call by Earl Brown in this case. Anyway, Bernard Hopkins landed that good right hand, landed a lot of shots in round 6, and he's got a commanding lead. Well, not a commanding lead, a 2-point lead. 4 rounds to 2, Bernard Hopkins.
Well, I've covered Earl Brown with glory as a referee in the early part of the fight, and now our replay shows you that he erred in saying that the cut came from an accidental headbutt.
Jim, let me make a comment about that. Referees are trained that, you know, if you don't see the headbutt, it's a punch, and that's all there is to it. Headbutts are hard to see. Sometimes a guy will back up and grab his eye, you know, make it obvious that it was a headbutt. In this case, Cloud didn't do much except complain to the referee about an elbow. But, you know, certainly, if you don't see the headbutt, you don't call a headbutt.
Good right hands to the body from Cloud. What excuse does this sport have to not use instant replay? When we hear no ringside, between rounds, it was a punch.
Zero excuse in my personal view. Tavoris Cloud, now threatened by a bad cut on his left eyelid, is trying to pour the pressure on to 48-year-old Bernard Hopkins. Hopkins is haunting him and trying to take advantage of Cloud's aggression.
And Cloud's blood is splattering us here ringside.
Literally.
Andre, you reacted to that blood worse than if you got cut in the fight.
Yeah, it's not my own. Big difference.
And the crowd begins to chant, B-Hop.
Well, it's hard not to love it. He's defying time.
Once again, his stock and trade.
That said, as Andre mentioned, where a guy like Jean Pascal would tend to fade later in fights, maybe he was a little too uptight early. Cloud is the kind of guy who might still hurt you late.
Yeah, he's going to be dangerous once again until this final bell rings. And Bernard knows that.
Coming to the end of another round in which Hopkins appears to have landed the cleaner blows.